I'm here with Dwight Henry, a Cookeville City Council member. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Ditra. Thanks for having me so much.
Yeah. We're here to talk about the Cookeville Envision plan for the future. Give everyone kind of an explanation of what this is.
Well, Envision Cookeville is the City Council's way of turning to the community and helping us answer some real important questions at this time in the history of our city. Where are we? Where do we want to go? And how do we want to get there? And we believe and know that a lot of citizen input is very important because basically what we are and become as a community is going to be really up to us. And we've had some events that are very exciting. We had a group of people in City Hall a couple weeks ago and spent a good part of the day going to 5 different groups and facilitators and prioritizing things. And then we had a lot of people participate online. So we've got a good idea about what people are thinking. Now it's just a matter of assembling those, prioritizing those, and implementing it, and probably having Desiree some ongoing citizens work groups to help us advise this. The last time we went through this, it was very productive for our city, and we're really excited about this process this time.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. I was able to be there that day just to kind of basically get input from everyone else. I was just curious to see what are some of the other issues that folks have or things that they want to change or improve on.
Sure.
So what were some of the top things that seemed to be of huge priority to community members?
Well, as I said, everybody, when it was City Hall, participated in 5 groups. They moved from facilitator to facilitator and talked about such things as infrastructure, community facilities, quality of life, natural and cultural historic preservation. And what we saw was, and we've got the online results back already, but people were talking a lot about, for example, recreational things. We had a lot of folks interested in skate parks. Of course, nationally, we hear a lot about traffic flow and traffic movement. We hear a lot about Desiree. Once folks get downtown, get to the west side, it's really beautiful. I mean, it's vintage Cookeville, it's Cream City, it's all of that. It's cityscape. But we can do a better job. We're getting really good at getting people to come to Cookeville and have a good experience. TSSAA, the Harley Davidson folks, all the various tournaments. But when they get off of the interstate, the initial picture that they get is not good. So we want to do what Cityscape has done on the west side and give them some shock and awe, something really nice and attractive as a gateway to the city. So that issue had a lot of response and a lot of interest in that. Of course, folks are interested in enhancing parks, enhancing family entertainment. Sidewalks is always an issue. Just all these kind of things that we can do and become. We're at a very crossroads. I mean, we're moving up a notch. We used to be maybe one of the best kept secrets in Tennessee. Now more and more people are learning about us, and we're glad. But we have some responsibilities that come with that. And Envision Cookeville, we believe, is going to help us move in that direction.
And I know in some of the groups that I was in, there was a lot of talk of curbside recycling.
Yes.
Bringing that in, as well as bike lanes.
Yes.
I try to commute to work whenever I can, but sometimes it's still a little unsafe. Other motorists aren't exactly educated about sharing the road with bicyclists. But there's just so many great ideas that are possible. So what are the next steps?
The next step is, as we prioritize, we had a number of people in City Hall, about 100 folks. We had about 100 folks participate online, and then we prioritize all those recommendations and suggestions and thoughts, and then we determine what the top 8 or 10 or 12 are that the people have on their mind, and we feel like the needs and the desires of the people, and then we begin to say, how do we address these? Some of these things, Desiree, are going to be things that are ideas that they don't cost anything. Just no one had voiced it before and thought of it before. Those would be fairly easy to implement. And then we begin to say those like sidewalks and bike trails and all that. What do we need an ongoing citizens advisory group to help us implement this thing? So I think you'll see some of that coming out. After the prioritization, then this council will begin to say which ones realistically can we move on, because these are things that are on the minds of our citizens. That's what they're thinking about. That's what they need. That's what they want. So how can we have citizen input in terms of helping us implement these things? And I think you'll see that as sort of phase 2. The launch, the way I described it is when we gathered at City Hall, that was, I said to the folks at the end of it, it's like trying to get a drink of water out of a fire hose. I mean, a lot came at them in one day, but that was just getting the aircraft on the runway. That was just getting it moving around the room and getting it launched. Now that we've got it launched, we've got these things prioritized, then we move into implementation. This is not not going to be just a plan that sits on a shelf. This is Envision Cookeville. This is what our citizens have said. This is where we want to go. This is what we want to be. This is what we want to have. So this council is really committed toward moving toward those things.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to what you and your team are going to do for the city, and just want to thank you again for joining us.
Desiree, thank you so much, and thank you for all that WCTE does in this region.
Thank you. And we'll be back with more Discover the Upper Cumberland. We'd love to see the Upper Cumberland through your eyes. So tag us in your pics on social media with the hashtag DiscoveredUC, and you just might see your shot on our next episode. For more info on this show and to catch your favorite segments, visit our website wcte.org/discover. Also, if you have any topic ideas, email them to discover@wcte.org. Thanks for joining us, and remember to get out there and discover the Upper Cumberland.